Rumi on the Met Hub provides a wide range of affordances that traditional discussion forums lack. In fact, parts of the Met Hub were developed through discussions in Rumi. Let's see how the group used Rumi to develop the Met Hub and strengthen their team. First, Rumi can help foster community. Listen in on the developers along with Jeff Miller as they discuss their feelings about Rumi.
Sure. I guess I was just, thinking about how lowering the threshold for people to connect in a fully online program has all kinds of benefits beyond just collaboration. And you talked in your paper a bit about the importance of community, and even the few minutes we spent together with the icebreaker achieved something that we haven't to this point in the course through the fora.
Right. I think a space like this, a VR space, it can increase social presence because you get a sense that we're together in the same place, you know? So some interactions that can just as easily take place in a discussion forum or on chat, there's an increase in social presence, I think, when you're immersed in the same space.
Although Google Hangouts does provide some of the same functionality, the developers speak of their feelings towards using avatars.
And how would you compare this to Google Hangout?
We've done pretty well with it, but when you're on Hangouts and you're on video and you're kind of behind your computer, it's not quite the same, and maybe you don't feel as comfortable opening up, or some people might and others don't, whereas in this setting, because you have the avatar, you feel more, more relaxed in a way.
That's a good point. I do feel more comfortable than in video chat, having an avatar, the hide behind an avatar.
Yeah.
And none of us are
Smurf Lionel Richie is very relaxed.
That's right.
Yeah, no, this has actually been quite a bit of fun.
Wouldn't it be crazy if the avatars could sense tone of voice and respond?
Their eyebrows would move. Yeah. I know. Is there an eye roll button? Would be awesome.
I was just going to say that if they were more animated and we could roll eyes at each other.
The team also discusses how Rumi made discussions more spontaneous and fluid.
Icebreaker was great. I think doing that at the beginning of a course instead of doing the usual intro would be way better.
I agree. I think it'd be lots of fun.
Yeah, because
you get a real sense for people.
Yeah, I think
you really sat down and watched videos.
Right. You remember people.
Think about who you met. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And it's hard to go through all the discussion posts and read about everybody. It's really time consuming.
Well,
this
that's
is a lot more interactive.
I wish I had time to read them, because it's interesting, but I just don't.
Yeah, exactly. And you want to respond to everybody, when you read something interesting, but it just becomes too much to write something each time, and then you feel like you have to do kind of a more thought out response if you're going to be typing something. So I think it doesn't quite have the same effect.
No, it doesn't have the same sort of fluidity, right? Because when you're typing things out, you sort of have to second guess yourself.
And I wonder what kind of impact it would actually have on the rest of the discussions through course. If everybody had this chance to meet in a room and talk to each other in a way.
Even if we could use this space as a discussion, you know what I mean? After we read.
Yeah.
I think it would be a lot more authentic.
Yeah.
You could have an optional discussion, because I think that's the big thing, is that you have to preserve synchronous nature, because that's what people are doing it online.
Yes.
But if you did have, I've got
the option
maybe at 3 o'clock and 6 o'clock and 10 o'clock or whatever it is, the option to discuss this week's things or something like that.
Right.
And I think it's better than Google Hangouts, because with Google Hangouts you sort of have to create that call. You could just have the room open and sort of set, and then people pop in, stuff like that, and it wouldn't be as formal or sort of as intrusive, I think, as Google Hangouts is.
Right.
It's a good point.
Finally, the team gets social and talks about their connectedness and, even though separated geographically, yearns to hang out in the virtual space afforded by Rumi.
Enjoy the rest of your Saturday.
Yep.
Yeah. Just hang out on Rumi for the rockin' Saturday night.
Right.
Yeah. Where's our bowling, Aaron? Come on.
Yeah.
Party in the small room.
Bowling and karaoke. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, well,
We'll be in touch for the week.
Okay.
Yep, sounds good.
Yeah, I'll be on Slack. All right.
All right, bye, everybody.
Guys.
Bye.
We believe that the virtual space afforded by Rumi will facilitate and improve the authenticity and fluidity of your discussions. Start your own Rumi discussion on the Met Hub today.